CNBC ranking the 50 startups with the best chance to end up as multi-billion-dollar companies. It is our Disruptor 50, and all this week we're introducing you to these companies. And right now on this show, let's meet Lemonade, not the drink or Beyonce album. This is an insurance company. And joining us now is Daniel Schreiber. He is co-founder and CEO of Lemonade, a company using AI, artificial intelligence, to change the game in insurance. Daniel, welcome. I guess that's why we call them disruptors. How are you using big data and AI to change an industry that seems like it hasn't changed in half a century?
Good morning. Yeah, I'd say a couple of centuries. So the whole insurance industry has been around for hundreds of years. The companies that dominate the Fortune 100, 12 of them are insurance companies with an average age of 125. So this is absolutely a sector with tremendous amount of legacy. And what we're seeing today is that all of that legacy is turning from an asset into liability. If you've got 40,000 brokers, is that an asset or liability? If you've got a tech stack that you've been building since the 1970s, is that an asset or liability? And Lemonade has started from scratch, so we have none of that. And we've been able to build a company that's purely built on top of a digital substrate with AI and behavioral economics as our foundations. And what that means is that consumers can buy insurance in a matter of seconds from their smartphone, chatting to a chatbot. They make claims the very same way. And about a third of our claims are settled within 3 or 4 seconds by a bot on your app.
But how do you, Daniel, how do you do that, though? I mean, how does the bot know what's right, what's wrong, whether or not, listen, I hate to call people out, but insurance fraud is a big deal. How does the bot know if somebody's not just pulling a fast one?
Well, AI is getting to the point that for certain tasks, it can reach parity with humans or even outperform them. So there's pretty sophisticated algorithmic work happening behind the scenes. This isn't a dumb bot, it's an incredibly smart one. And it's particularly good at flagging fraud. Now, for us, dealing with fraud is not just about the algorithms and the AI, although we do that. And of course, humans are fallible as well. It's also about changing the business model. So insurance companies typically make money every time they deny a claim because they keep that as underwriting profit. And Lemonade works differently, where we take a flat fee, and if there's money left over at the end, it goes to a non-profit. And that changes the dynamics such that our consumers are less inclined to defraud because they know that they're not cheating from a nameless, faceless behemoth with whom they have a conflicted relationship, but from a charity that they have designated as important to them. So we deal with fraud both through social impact, having a give back program, where that brings out the best in us and the best in the consumers, and through really smart bots that can analyze data and detect any kind of variance or any kind of suspicious behavior, arguably far better than a human adjuster could.
Okay, so if what you're saying is happening, and I'm the CEO of one of those Fortune 50 companies you talked about, Daniel, I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to try to crush you or I'm going to buy you.
Well, State Farm, just a few weeks ago, State Farm is the largest insurance company in the nation. They're 1,000 times bigger than we are. And they issued an advertising campaign with Oscar Nunez from The Office, mocking our company and mocking bots and talking about how consumers don't want bots, they want a State Farm agent. And I've got to say, we really love that because, first of all, a company 1,000 times larger than us taking an interest and feeling threatened by us is, quite seriously, is a compliment. But also it designates, it delineates the battle lines, if you like, between the old school and the new. And it gives consumers a very stark choice. If they want to go with a broker-based model and pay the additional costs and deal with faxes and paperwork and everything that entails, that is amply available to them. But if they want to go with an insurance that is seamless, paperless, instantaneous, that's also available. And it's very difficult for an incumbent to switch from being the one to the other. They're so invested in their existing systems that I think those battle lines are drawn and they'll be with us for a while.